Good afternoon. I'd like to call to order the regular meeting of the Board of Public Works. Roll call.
Val Gomez.
Present.
Weena Guzman.
Present.
Deborah Gritters.
Okay, we do have a quorum. Next on our agenda are the minutes. We have the minutes of the regular meetings of April 25, 2024, May 9th, 2024, and May 23rd, 2024. I'd like to make a motion to approve as written.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. We have no correspondence. Move on to new business. Our first item is an auction item from Public Works, Vehicle 139. We do have a letter from Jalen Johnson, the Chicago Vehicle Maintenance Manager. Attached, you'll find a description and photos of 2015 International TerraStar dump truck, number 139, belonging to Public Works Department. This vehicle is in very poor condition and has major safety issues, including a cracked frame rail that is unrepairable due to the model being discontinued by the manufacturer. So this vehicle also has steering column issues, seized turbochargers. So obviously you can't repair it, so they want to declare it surplus. Any questions or comments on this request from Public Works?
None.
There being no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion. We accept the request from Public Works to declare vehicle 1339 as surplus and have it auctioned off.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Next, another request from Public Works. They have two proposals for chiller and boiler repairs at Public Safety. They would like to go with Mechanical Concepts. Mechanical Concepts proposal is for $17,840. The second one is from Arctic Mechanical Contractor. Theirs is for $21,240. So Public Works is going with the lowest quote. Any questions or comments on this one?
Just a note, it's for the Public Safety Building, 2301 East Columbus Drive.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, there be no further questions. I'd like to make a motion we accept Public Works request for Mechanical Concepts for the Public Safety chiller boiler project.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Next, we have also from Public Works, from Johnson Controls. This is for 3623 Guthrie. 3623 Guthrie. It's a proposal and service agreement. This is for Johnson Controls fire protection. Scope of work is for a 5-year gauge replacement, which is due. It's one. Also the 5-year internal obstruction inspection, the 5-year check valve inspection, and the 5-year hydrostatic test. The amount is for $3,859.65. And this is for, as I said before, Johnson Fire Control, so it's for this the fire system at this location. Any questions or comments?
No, just a note that that's the Unity Center, Community Center.
Oh, it's already due? It's already been 5 years?
I believe it's probably a little bit longer than that.
Really? Okay. Any further questions?
No, no further questions.
There'll be no further questions or comments. I'd like to make a motion we accept Johnson Controls proposal and service agreement with Public Works for our Unity Center.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Next, we have from our 2024 Phase 1 demolition of unsafe structures, which we opened the bids, I think, a meeting or two ago. So the first one, we have two with Richardson Disposal and STM Enterprise. First one is with Richardson, it's for 6 garages. Richardson Disposal for the 2024 Phase 1 demolition of unsafe structures. They won the bids for these 6. The locations are 3019 Deal, 4813 Griselli, 3936 Hemlock, 4720 Kennedy, 4008 Parish, and 433 Burnham Street. These are all garages again. The amount is $20,500. This is for Richardson Disposal, and we have the demolition contract here between them and the Chicago Board of Public Works. Any questions or comments on this request from Building Department or the contract?
None.
Okay, the other contract is similar, identical contract with STM Enterprises. They're with the 2024 Phase 1 demolition of unsafe structures. Their bid award was only for one location, 3821 Parish, and also only garage. The amount is $2,475. Any questions on this proposal and contract?
None.
There be no further questions or comments. I'd like to make a motion to approve the contracts for these garage demolitions with Richardson Disposal and STM Enterprise.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, next we have donation checks for the fire department. We have two checks, one for Fife Funeral at 100 and one for Capital Steel. Capital is spelled with a K, for 150. We do have a comment from Deputy Chief Mark Escobedo, where they mentioned that these funds will be used to purchase supplies and services for the East Chicago Fire Department open house in October. So we have we have copies of the two checks. And as I said, one is for 100, the other one's for 150. Any questions or comments on?
No, I'd just like to thank Fife Funeral Home and Capital Steel for their donations.
Okay. There being no other comments, I'd like to make a motion approving the acceptance of these two donations to the fire department.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Next, we have for Event Solutions, company is called Midwest Event Solutions. This is for the Salsa Fest. Salsa Fest, which will be on July 13, 2024. It's for the stage, sound, and light systems with Midwest Event Solutions. I believe they've been doing this for several years for special events, and the amount is for $5,575. Any questions or comments on this proposal?
None.
There being no further questions, I'd like to make a motion we approve Midwest Events proposal for our special events for Salsa Fest.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Next, we have a proposal for NITCO, from NITCO, for internet service for Marktown Center. We do have a comment from Kevin Klosak, our computer system administrator. This agreement is for 36-month internet service to be provided at Marktown Recreation Center. The service will be used to network the center to the city network because we do not have city fiber available to the center. The cost is $226.90 a month and a one-time installation fee of $129.95. Any questions or comments on this proposal?
None.
There being no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion we accept Nichols' proposal for providing internet to Marktown Center.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Next, we have from Gateway Business, we have three customer service maintenance agreements. They are identical. They are for the Common Console, the Clerk's Office, and Bus Transit. The only difference is that the Common Consoles is from the year 2024 through 26. The Clerk's is for 24-26, and Bus Transit is for 24-27. This maintenance service includes that Gateway will perform all service calls at no additional cost for labor. Also, there will be no additional charge for normal replacement of parts except for rubber parts. And the billing is based on the usage, which at the present cost for all three, the usage is .005 for black copies and .047 for color copies. And it will bill monthly for actual use per copy. Are there any questions or comments on these three?
No.
Gateway? No? There being no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion we accept the proposal from Gateway Business Systems for the three aforementioned departments.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, next we have 7 outstanding invoices. We'll read them all and make one motion at the end. The first is from Building Department. This is a past due invoice with Acton Contracting LLC. Invoice is dated 3/4/2024. Invoice number is 2024000011. The amount is $4,500. The explanation from from Building Department is invoice was not received in a timely fashion from the vendor. Are there any questions or comments, on this one?
No, none.
Okay, we'll move on to the next one. From the Police Department, it's from LexPod. They have one late invoice. It is dated 4/1/24. Invoice number INVLEX 112333619. The amount is $24,929.46. Explanation is, please excuse this late invoice. It was not forwarded to the Service Department in a timely manner. Is there any questions on this one?
None.
Okay, we'll move on to the next one. Next one is from the Engineering Department. It is with Visinture and Associates Ltd. One invoice date is 3/20/24. Invoice number 25020. The amount is $278.40. Explanation, Engineering Department received the invoice late. Services have been rendered and invoice should be processed. Any questions or comments on this one?
None.
Okay, we'll move on to the next one. It's for Comcate Software Incorporated. It's also for engineering. We have 2 late invoices, both dated 4/01/24. Invoice numbers 8383, 8384. Amount $5,724.46. Second one is for $6,010.68 for a total of $11,735.14. Explanation: Engineering Department received the invoice late. However, services have been rendered and invoices should be processed. Any questions or comments on this one?
None.
Okay. Next we have from Reef Riley Engineering. This is also with engineering. We have 3 late invoices dated 5/31/23. That one is for $78,639.17. Then we have one dated 12/5/04/23. This one is for $68,886.89. And the final one is for 12/5/23. The amount is $215,090.53. The total for this is $362,616.59. Explanation is Engineering Department received the invoices on time. However, they need to provide change orders to substantiate additional charges requested by the city. Change orders were approved on 8/5. I think we said it's 5/9. That's we're changing the approved on 5/9/2024 meeting of the Board of Works. Therefore, invoices should be processed. Any questions or comments on these invoices?
None.
Okay, there being no further questions, we'll move on to late invoice from Human Resources. This one is with us, Occupational Health. It's a past due invoice. There are 3 late invoices. One is for the City of Chicago Police PERF, invoice number IN 0018637, dated 7/24/23, amount $263.58. Second one is City of Chicago IN 00191424, dated 2/29/24, amount $196.88. Final one is for Chicago Bus Transit, invoice number IN 00191432, invoice date 2/29/24, Amount is $106 for a total of $566.46. Explanation from HR is that HR was advised that the insurance company will no longer have no payments for the services provided by St. Catherine's Hospital's Occupational Health. Unfortunately, we were not informed. Any questions on this one?
No.
Next one is also, it's from Human Resources. It's from Working Well, which is part of Occupational Health, I believe. And there's one invoice. It's number 00419-695, invoice date 10/31/23. The amount is $468. Explanation is invoice was not paid due to miscommunications from Working Well in the City of Chicago. HR was advised that the insurance company will no longer handle the payments. Unfortunately, we were not informed. Any questions on this one?
None.
Okay, we'll move. Okay, that's the final one. We had these 7 late invoices. No other comments on any of the 7?
No.
There being no further comments on the 7 aforementioned invoices, I'd like to make a motion. We approve the processing of these 7 aforementioned invoices.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Next, we have a request from the Controller's Office. This concerns a former employee of the Building Department, Russell Samuels Jr. There was a premium paycheck which was never cashed by him, and after 2 years, it was returned to the fund from which it came. The retiring employee was notified, and he was not aware that the check had been reissued, and he was not aware, and so he never knew that it had been issued in the first place. The check was payroll check number 276992. It was issued 10/08/2021. And last year, when we submitted our report to the council on checks that were past due to 2 years, we noticed there were several names in there that were city employees, and he was one that we were able to contact. At that time, we were gonna reissue a check to him, but there was some confusion between HR and the building department, so it was never issued again.
Wow.
And we didn't find out about this there till he just called us about a week ago.
Oh,
And
wow.
that's why we're doing this. So we have all the information on the check.
That's good.
Questions or comments on this proposal to refund the check to Mr. Samuels?
None.
There being no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion we approve the Controller's request for reissuing of this check.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, next we have from HDW Commercial Interior. This is from the Controller's Office. We have 2 proposals. We have for replacing 4 cubicles which are outdated and replacing them with 3. This has been an ongoing project. It was actually approved, and then when COVID came, it was set aside. And recently, our financial advisor, Mr. Bennett, approved the funding out of CEDAT for this project. Replacing of the cabinets is $20,033.51. The second proposal from HEW is for the takeaway of the workstations at an amount of $1,250. Are there any questions or comments on these 2 proposals
None.
from HEW?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion we approve the 2 proposals from HEW for the Controller's Office.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, next we have approval of funding sources for the Water Department. We have several vendors. We have, so I'm going to read them all, and then we'll make a motion at the end.
Okay.
First one is from Ferguson. The amount is $14,921, and it's for meters, and it's out of seeded fund. Second one is also for Ferguson. It is for $932, and it is also for meters. It's also out of Seated. Next, we have from Anderson Process. The amount is $5,504.14. It's for the filtration pumps out of Seated at the new plant. Another one from Anderson Process, $6,278. It's also for a new filtration plant for chemical magnetic drive pump, also out of Seated. Another one from Anderson Process, $7,142.68. Also the new plant, also for an inline pump. And also a hose pump and a stabilizer. So, okay, and then we have a third one from Anderson. This is $23,158 and $23,158.60, and it is for a PVC high pylon, and this is also from Seated. And the last one from Anderson Process, $11,028.28. Also new plant, it's for sulfuric acid and citric acid pumps, also from Seated. Next we have from Columbia Pipe and Supply, $2,264.59. New plant is for 8-inch NIPCO spares from Seated. Next we have from Marco Supply, $1,000. New plant, miscellaneous repair parts, also from Seated. Last one is from Cronkite Industries Incorporated, $7,150. This is for distribution division. It is a trailer, also out of Seated. Just for record, Seated is the city's county economic development income tax fund, which we receive every year. And for the record, all these proposals have been seen and approved by the Water Board. We are approving the funding from the city's Seated fund. Are there any questions or comments on the aforementioned proposals?
No.
There be no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion we approve the funding for Seated for the various aforementioned proposals.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, next we have from the Mayor's Office. It is from Hitchcock Design Group. This is for the City of Chicago City Placemaking Project. The project wording, the City of Chicago would like to develop a city placemaking master plan. This plan will build on existing projects already completed with the city, but would identify new opportunities to highlight the city's brand identity. Opportunities include signage, sculptures, murals, screen walls, etc., and it mentions throughout the city, and it mentions locations such as Indianapolis Boulevard improvements, other streetscape improvements, Marquette Greenway, Kosciuszko Park improvements, municipal park, parking area signage, and it has, as far as scope as services, preliminary design services, program analysis, that will be $21,900, fixed fee. Systematic design, $104,100, fixed fee, for a total of $126,000. And they, from my conversations with the Mayor's Office, they'll report to our Chief of Staff, and Mayor's Office will make the decisions on their projects. And included here, I believe we also had their standard rates, their billion-hour rates. And I believe those are the major areas of this presentation. Are there any questions or comments?
No, none.
There be no further questions or comments. I'd like to make a motion we approve the request from the Mayor's Office for Hitchcock Design Group's proposal for the city's placemaking master plan.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, next we have from redevelopment, we have the action from the East Chicago Redevelopment Commission. East Chicago Redevelopment Department received 2 proposals for construction document services for first project at Kennedy Manor from Michael E. Stanula, an architect, to be used for bidding, permitting, and construction. The first proposal is for a triplex unit building totaling approximately 5,325 square feet for a fee of $15,441. Second proposal is for a duplex unit on parcel number 2 located at 150th and Kennedy Avenue in East Chicago, Indiana, for a fee of $9,512. Commencement of this project is contingent upon approval from the City of East Chicago Board of Works. Action is recommended to approve payment of the fees for the construction, document services, proposals, and to authorize the executive director to sign the necessary documents. And this is the motion that was approved by the East Chicago Redevelopment Commission. So we have following here, we have also the contract with redevelopment, which that there has already been signed by the redevelopment director and by the architect. Our purpose is similar to the water department's, the action we did for the water department. We're actually approving the funding from GAMI for this architect design and construction paperwork. Any questions or comments on these 2 proposals from Michael E. Stanula, architect?
None.
There be no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion we approve the proposals for the redevelopment department.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Next, we have a roadway patch project for East Michigan and Guthrie from Engineering Department. Is from Magner Concrete. Proposal 2024-1, Michigan Avenue, Clan Avenue, and Job Link. It's a steel concrete patch, 520 square feet, excavation of 6-inch deep, concrete 6-inch deep, 520 square feet of steel Michelin fabric for an amount of $6,942. No cents. Any questions or comments on this proposal?
No.
There be no further questions or comments. I'd like to make a motion we accept Magner Concrete's proposal for our engineering department for the aforementioned project.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, next on our agenda, we had Reef Riley change orders 1 through 3. Our city engineer has asked us to table this till next meeting, so no action is necessary on this one. Our final item is our right-of-way permits. We have right-of-way permits, applications number 24-04-764 through 24-0-774. Any questions or comments on these permit work applications?
None.
There being no questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion we accept the aforementioned Board of Public Works permit applications.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. I believe that ends all the items in our new business. We have no other business. Our next regular meeting will be Thursday, June 27, 2024. That concludes all the items on our agenda for tonight. I'd like to make a motion for adjournment.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.